One, the holidays can feel overwhelming. So what are some of the best ways that we can ease that pain and discomfort?
Kelley Kitley joins us now. She is a licensed clinical social worker and owner of Serendipitous Psychotherapy. These are things that we sort of think about this time of year. We have to think about in so many cases. What are some of the best methods for coping with grief around the holidays?
Sure. Well, good afternoon to you, Aaron and Vicki. As we're listening to a lot of the reports in the news, there's a collective trauma of grief and loss first and foremost. But when we put our blinders on and focus on maybe what's right in front of us in our own families, some people are experiencing some loss and grief of family members or friends. Maybe this is their first holiday without them. And it's really important to honor and don't avoid feelings, be able to engage in taking care of yourself, manage expectations. Don't go into the holiday thinking this is going to be the best or the worst. Allow yourself to be and lead into it. And finally, I think it's important for adults and children to really honor the person that they lost, maybe light a candle or have a conversation, share some positive memories that you have of that person.
Finding that ritual. How should parents, on that note, approach talking to kids about loss versus teenagers? Because, obviously kids have a certain kind of emotional awareness, but teenagers, they know a lot.
Sure. So parents are really modeling and setting the tone for how we give our children permission to grieve. And so for young kids, maybe they don't have the words to articulate what they're feeling, and they may withdraw or not really want to interact or just be crying. So it's really our responsibility to sit with them and hold those emotions for them, and maybe suggest something like making a card or drawing a picture or playing an activity outside, so they can move and get some of that feelings out of their body.
But sometimes the hardest part is knowing what to say when people ask you about your family around this time of the year, right around the holidays. How can we best express that we may not be into all of the holiday cheer that everybody sometimes you feel like they're trying to force on you?
Right.
Sure. And I think that you hit it right on the head. A lot of times people are afraid to ask or afraid to say what they're really feeling because we don't want anybody to be offended. And so oftentimes it's just acknowledging, thank you so much, but I'm really going to get going early today. I'm not feeling great. And then go home and engage in self-care. Wrap yourself up in a blanket, sit with your pet, and really listen to what you need, because you might not really know what that is either.
Great actionable tips. Owner of Serendipitous Psychotherapy, Kelley Kitley, always good to see you. Have a great holiday.
Thank you. You as well.